things about undertaking a world first solo road around Britain, barring any rivals, is the fact that every night I'm going to be coming in and staying in a different place. I'm going to be arriving at night probably quite a lot, and I'm be visiting places I've never been to before, which is going to be a little bit unnerving, I think. And probably one of the best things at the moment about preparing for my ocean row and doing talks across the country is that I end up in really random places I've never been to before, which makes you feel a bit disorientated. Last night I arrived quite late by train into Birmingham, and from Birmingham I took a couple of smaller lines out, and I'm now in a place near Alcester. Well, actually it's a little village called Arrow. I arrived, it was completely dark, and I spent the night in a 1,000-year-old watermill that used to make flour, which is still working but doesn't make flour now. And I've woken up in this really beautiful place, middle of the countryside, and I'm now going to go and give a talk to a few thousand scouts at Ragley Hall, which I've also never been to before. So it's kind of strange, but really exciting. It's about pushing myself well outside my comfort zone as much as I can, as often as I can, so that when it comes to roaming around Britain, I know I can deal with anything. I have no idea what each day holds right now. Each day is new, each day is different, and today I'm at Ragley Hall, and I've got a 1.5 mile walk from the gate and the entrance now up to the main house. Well, the scouts have all disappeared now for lunch. It's all gone a bit quiet, which is lovely. Just having a lunch and enjoy some sunshine. I'll just give you a quick tour of this is the science area, that's technology zone. Some trampolines there, water sports activities, and we're just in the grounds of Ragley Hall, which is a beautiful house. I've not been before. I'll have the chance to go and visit later on, but it's beautiful grounds, loads of trees, loads of greenery and beautiful sunshine. Can't ask for more than that, really. Here's the lake. There is Ragley Hall. This looks great fun. Scout camps are way more exciting than I ever remember. There's a whole section on food. There's milk, painting, pasta and building. Got an igloo here made from plastic bottles. Have a go graffiti. It's a graffiti wall. I'm just heading off to the hotel now and then back here tomorrow. It's still pretty buzzing. There are all the tents. I think the scouts have a lot of fun. Certainly enjoyed talking to them about the ocean row, and I'm looking forward to being back tomorrow. Good night resting my voice after the day. I'm off to the travel lesson tonight. It was the only place we had available, and I think there's a McDonald's next door, which isn't necessarily my favourite food, but I think it'll be a quick McDonald's and then catch up on some work early night, and then back here tomorrow. One of the things I love about being in Britain is all the British things. Cricket is one of those, and it's so nice to see the guys out on a Saturday afternoon in sunshine playing cricket. It's one of my favourite games, especially when I lived in the Caribbean and getting to see all the matches there. There's some really beautiful old trees as well. It always makes you wonder what it was like for people 50, 100 years ago sitting under that same tree. I bet they have some stories to tell. I've been pronouncing the place Alcester, and I heard some of the kids talking today, I heard them calling it Ulster. So so now I know the proper pronunciation. I've just arrived at the travel lodge in Stratford. Still got my backpack on. Feeling a little bit tired now after a busy day, but just going to settle in, head over to McDonald's, which is right across the road, get some food, and then come back and do some work. It's a pretty nice room actually, better than I thought it would be. Not too hot, not too cold. Not quite the watermill view I had this morning, but still pretty nice. It doesn't include breakfast or food, so it's quite a pricey option and not quite as nice as the other one. So there's the bed. Actually, I've got 3 beds. Here's the view out the window. McDonald's right there. It's pretty much just a motorway, although I think you can walk into Ulster, but it's a little bit of a way. The nice thing is it's got tea and coffee, which the other place didn't have. TV. It doesn't include the Wi-Fi. Oh well, I think you have 30 minutes, but I'll need to upload my vlog later on, so I can upload. I'll buy some internet. A little shower and a bath. Pretty good. And I'm sure I'll get a really good night's sleep as well. I actually don't have a TV at home, so the fact that I've got one in the hotel is quite exciting. I'm now going to go to McDonald's and get some food because I'm really hungry.